2025 favorites. I'm going to focus mostly on makeup items. First, going to start with base and foundations. First up, the About Face Performer Foundation. I found a phenomenal match. Like, this is basically an exact match to my neck. This is a really lovely formula as well. The way they describe it is kind of like skin-like, and I would agree it is very much that. It looks very realistic. It's not super matte, it's not super dewy, it's right there in the middle. So beautiful. They have a ton of shades, so if you've been looking especially for fair shades, for some reason it has become increasingly more difficult to find really good fair shades with the right undertone, and this is so good. I have an affiliate code with About Face, so if you'd like to check this or any of their other items out, you can use my code DARA15 and save 15% off your order. It's not drugstore price, but it's not luxury. I love that it's right there in the middle. My other favorite for every day is the Dior Backstage Face and Body Foundation. Another beautiful skin-like finish, except the shade range on this I think is also pretty extensive like the About Face, but the fairest shade in this range is so beautiful. It's a little less pigmented than this, so on days where I want to look slightly more fair but with still a nice touch of pigment in it, I go for this one. I have, I would say, kind of like normal slash leaning on combination skin, like pretty normal, but I get oily in my T-zone like most people, and the way that I combat that is with powders and blotting throughout the day. I don't really like super matte foundations. The concealer that I've been enjoying pairing with the About Face foundation is their Illusionist concealer, which really cute, really nice full coverage, like medium full coverage on this. You can actually sheer it out if need be. Really beautiful, juicy, dewy feeling to this, but again, set with powder, it sets really beautifully. And the shade that I've been wearing is F1 Neutral, I think this one is. The type is a little bit too small on this, but I'm pretty sure it's F1 Neutral. Everything that I'm showing you today will be in a shoppable post in the description box or in the comments, depending on what platform you're watching on. I really only use concealer for the inner part of my eye and underneath the eye to brighten a little bit. I'm not the type of person that uses this as a foundation, so yeah, I don't know how it performs all over the face. If you're someone who likes to wear a concealer kind of like a foundation, again, I just use this to brighten the inner eye, and it works beautifully for that. Last foundation in this category is the Haus Labs Triclone Foundation. Oh my god, you guys, the amount of hate I got on the original, like, first impressions of this was absolutely wild. I'm still getting comments to this day of people who just seemingly don't understand the concept of a white foundation. But oh my god, the finish on this, so pretty. As a white foundation, if you need a mixing shade, really good for that. Or if you want to just use it by itself and then apply the rest of your face on top of it, it's so stunning. I don't understand the hate that I was getting, and the people who are like, just did not understand the concept. They're like, this is way too light for you. If you knew it wasn't your shade, why did you get it? I'm an artist. Like, I don't need to explain myself, but the fact that so many people did not understand the concept of white foundation just totally threw me for a loop. So if you're looking for a beautiful skin-like foundation that's really glowy and very natural looking, highly recommend this. And I don't know how the rest of the shades perform. I couldn't find my shade match in this range, but I'm so glad that I have the white. It's stunning. Next up are powders. I've been using these forever. These are the Maybelline Fit Me Matte pressed powders. I like to use translucent and porcelain. I think there's an even fairer shade than porcelain, but I haven't seen it. I haven't tried it on, but porcelain works pretty well with my Foundations. I mostly use these to set the color corrector on the interior of my eyes. The color corrector goes down first, and then I use one of these to set the color corrector. And on days when I kind of just want a little bit lighter of a powder finish, I'll set my face with these as well. But for everyday setting, my favorite everyday setting powder is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Loose Setting Powder in Translucent. It is a truly translucent powder. I know some companies that claim this is a translucent powder and then it's not. I've had that happen a lot. So this is actually a translucent powder, very finely milled, really beautiful. I just love it. I'm wearing it today, and as you can see, my skin has gotten oily and I haven't actually touched up today at all. This is like several hours into wearing my base and this setting powder. This is what it's looking like as of now. So I just love this. I've repurchased this probably 6, 7, 8 times throughout the year, and it's very affordable. It's like $6, $7, $8, I forget. You get a ton of product in here. You get 20 grams for $8, and I love it. I don't actually know if it's a talc free or has talc, not sure, but I love it. It's an OG stand beyond 2025. So if you're looking to try a new drugstore translucent setting powder, highly recommend Wet n Wild. So good. This can make highlighting and brightening powder super stunning. I think they have a couple of different shades in this line. This one kind of has more of a cool toned effect to it, and I've really liked to use this in the center of my face for brightening. That's not just a straight up white powder. I haven't really talked about this a lot in videos. I don't think I've featured it in any of my videos yet, but I've just been wearing it and figuring it out for like the past month or so, and it's really, really, really beautiful. Again, I think they have a couple of different shades, so if you don't like such a cool toned finish, they do have, I think, more of like a neutral and a warm brightening powder. Again, like to use this under the eyes and in the center of the face when I'm like touching up throughout the day. And another beautiful powder for touching up throughout the day, the Kaleidos Symphony Face Illuminator. I have the shade Fair in here, and again, like their blushes and like their highlighters, it's extremely silky, like super finely milled and pressed, so you just get this like very fine buildable powder, and so pretty. These go for $16 each, which isn't much more than the Maybelline. Really beautiful. I actually love the packaging too, very sleek compared to the Maybelline, which is kind of chunky and takes up more space on the vanity and the purse. This, I think, is maybe my favorite powder for touching up. It just blurs the skin, it gets rid of any excess shine, and it doesn't look cakey, it doesn't look overly done. It's just really truly the prettiest powder. I don't really contour my face except for my nose, so this powder I feel like is going to last me a very long time. This is the Sephora contour powder in the shade Fair to Light. Really beautiful. They have, I think, 3 or 4 other shades. This, I believe, is the fairest, and it's a beautiful neutral gray. A lot of people like to say that it's cool toned, but compared to other cool toned contour shades, I found this to be kind of more in the neutral leaning cool tone spectrum, if that makes sense. So beautiful. I just take a little bit onto the nose, and because it's neutral, it doesn't look deadening, which with someone with my complexion, I have a warm undertone, I have orange hair, red hair, so a shade like this reads more like a shadow than like a gray, which can just look straight up gray. Like, how pretty is that shade? you know? I could not talk about a favorites with the base routine without talking about the LA Girl Pro Conceal. Both of these are color correctors. I have the peach color corrector and this one is called Classic Ivory, and I use both of these on the inner corner of my eyes. Each I use for correcting on the inner eye where there's a little bit more blue and kind of purple leaning colors, and then just preferentially kind of go in with the Classic Ivory when I'm feeling like I need a little bit more brightening. Really affordable drugstore color corrector option, and is actually the best formula that I've used thus far. I've tried NARS and a couple of others, and I just found that this one has been a favorite. Use it on the inner corner of the eye, then I powder, and then I foundation. So if you need a base routine tutorial, let me know in the comments and I will gladly walk you through that. Next, I'm going to talk about blush. You knew you were going to see this one because you see this in every video. This is the Milani Baked blush in the shade Petal Primavera. I've been using this for several years now. I haven't changed. It's what I'm wearing today with another shade over top. It's just so pretty. It's like really subtle and buildable, and it has a really gorgeous glow to it as well. When they say baked blush, it is literally that. It starts out in a cream formulation, kind of like a cookie batter, if you can imagine that, that then gets baked on a cookie sheet, like a terracotta like cookie sheet, and then it hardens into this beautiful powder. It literally gets baked and the finish is so stunning. This is the thing that I go for the most out of all of the blushes that I have. It's just the prettiest. It's the prettiest color. It's the prettiest formula. I really like especially that it's buildable. So you can get like a whisper of a color, something extremely faint, or you can build it up. I love that it builds up so beautifully. So on days when you're feeling a little bit more like subdued and you don't want a ton of pigment on your face and you want to look glowy, but not like super highlighter glowy, these are so perfect. I mean, the shade too, the most beautiful neutral colors. I have one other shade which I tend to wear kind of more in like spring, summer. This is Dolce Pink. So pretty, and I do want to check out the new formulation that they recently launched. So if you've tried it, would love to hear what your thoughts are on the new reformulation of this blush. Another favorite from Milani, we have the Beautiful. This is such a pretty shade. It's like a beautiful neutral champagne, so you don't get a ton of pigment in this. I have done really gorgeous editorial looks with this, as well as just a little bit on the tops of my cheeks for a pop of highlight, or the brow bone, the nose, wherever you like to wear highlight. This is an extremely natural looking powder formulation. Again, not like super crazy about creams and liquids and all that stuff. And it comes with a ton of product. This one has 8 grams of product. I was shook when I saw that. I mean, most highlighters are kind of like a blush in that they come with like 3 grams. 8 grams of product in this. Hope they never change that because that's totally epic and I'm here for it. I mean, look at that shade. And that's like a lot. I put a lot on there. This too is very buildable and beautiful. A couple of Kaleidos blushes that were so beautiful this year. We have Pale Rose, one of the prettiest, neutrally baby pink, the prettiest, and very much like the Symphony Illuminating Powder. And then this weird, this is Hot Shot, and this is like a neutral caramel color, which is surprisingly so beautiful on fair skin. I don't know how this would look on like deeper skin tones. It would kind of look more almost like a highlight. But for fair skin tones, this shade is really weird. I love it, and I also tend to use this as a contour as well. Beautiful formulations, same as the Symphony powder, silky, finely milled and pressed, just so beautiful and wears beautiful. Buildable, you can get a sheer pigment or build it up to full opacity. They also have really beautiful vibrant shades as well, which I tend to wear far less often, but figured I would show these to you. Actually, kind of feeling this. I might pop some of this on later. And like the attention to detail with Kaleidos products is so crazy. These are beautiful, like lace fabric with a little cushion that feels like a pillow wrapped around the entire package, and then you have the Kaleidos inscription hardware over top. It's just so chic. Like huge stan on Kaleidos products. So if you are new to Kaleidos, girl, what are you waiting for? Like everything is so absurdly high quality and the price is really good. It's like slightly above drugstore. It's just so good. And here we are with more Kaleidos incredible products. Space Age Gifted highlighter, Space Age Prophecy highlighter, both are from Kaleidos. The prettiest highlighters I have tried all year in the last decade. Like these are so insanely beautiful. Again, really super finely milled, super satin silky. I mean, and the shift on these is like a pure iridescence. You get this crazy opalescent iridescent shift into purple and then green on this one. This one is Gifted. Holy shit. And now I will swatch Prophecy. Here is Prophecy. I mean, when you're thinking of iridescence, it's like, it's truly it's like a pure iridescence. There's no base color to it. It's just pure pigment and ethereal glow. I have a bunch of their other highlighters as well, and they're all so beautiful, but the multi-chrome, I mean, if you're looking for something like super stand out, I've tried nothing else like these. Highly recommend them all, but especially these iridescent ones. They're crazy good. Anytime I want to take any makeup look up another notch, this is what I grab. It's so fun and such an easy way to just like really elevate a makeup look so quickly. Next up, we have mascaras. Pretty much in every video, if you've been here for a second, you've seen the L'Oreal Panorama mascara. So beautiful. I've purchased this in multiple shades. The ones that I use the most are black and blackish brown. If they had a straight up brown, I would get that too. But the black brown is really nice for just slightly less intense than black. I really like this for many reasons. The first one being the brush on here. The bristles on here are very stiff and spiky. So it really allows a lot of precise control over where you're putting the product and how it combs through the lashes. This is so good for lengthening and defining. It's not that great at clumping up. So when I'm doing a more editorial look, how I will build the lash is first start with the Panorama and then use the Maybelline Firework mascara. This is in Electro Black. This bristle is way more flimsy. The head itself is very flimsy, like it just moves around a lot. The other one is stationary and very stiff. This is the opposite. It's very flimsy and flexible, and the formula is very almost like latex-like. So when I'm doing an editorial look or I'm wanting to make an eyelash that's a bit more clumpy, but I still need definition, I'll use these two together. Go in with this to separate and define and lengthen, and then clump and bulk up with the Firework mascara. This is such a fun duo, but for every day, I just use this and it's excellent. I haven't changed. The formula itself is perfect. I usually like a slightly more dry formula, so this is somewhere right in the middle. It doesn't flake off. It doesn't like get clumpy and weird. I have lashes on the outer corners, but as you can see, just beautiful, beautifully defined, You can build this up, but you're not gonna get like a clump out of it like this. Then from Maybelline, their Sky High Mascara, we have an electric blue shade. This is stunning. You can use this by itself and you just get this beautiful Yves Klein blue. And then this, the Plum Twilight shade. Oh my god, this is so stunning. Oh, I love a plum. You know, I love a dusty lavender. This is very dusty lavender. And the way that this shows up on the lash is like, the only kind of like vernacular I have to describe how this appears is kind of like photography. So when you're looking at the lash straight on, you see mostly it like appears to be basically black, but then when light hits it from certain angles, you can see in the shadow of the black that beautiful plum. And that's kind of like in photography where you're doing like split toning or you're adding color into shadows so it doesn't just look like a flat black. That's kind of how this shade works. This one is like straight up blue, but this beautiful pearly plum just looks dark from most angles except when the light hits it in certain ways, and that kind of subtle drama is what I live for, especially when I'm wearing purple looks like I am today. I'm not wearing this today, but I do love to pair it with my more purple makeup. It's just chef's kiss. It's so gorgeous and chic. Love these. Next up, we're gonna talk about lip stains. Oh my god. I've been wanting to do a comprehensive review of all of the lip stains that I've tried, but I've kind of just been forming opinions in my mind, testing different formulas every single day and wearing different lip combinations. Like, it's truly been like 3 or 4, no, it's been since the summer. So it's like at least 6 months where I'm like testing this stuff out to kind of form the best opinion before I talk about it. However, unanimously, out of all the different types of stains, by far the best, in my opinion, are lip gloss stains. Oh, baby. Let's talk about it, okay? So straight up, the best lip gloss stain that I tried in 2025 are the Dinto Blur Glowy Lip Tints. These have rivaled every other type of lip gloss stain that I've tried. However, I've only tried like 3 or 4 different brands, and still more in the market that I want to try. But these, out of all of the different types of stains that I've tried, are by far the best. The color range is so beautiful. They have beautiful nude, neutral mauve shades, as well as like deep reds, browns. I forget how many shades they have, but they're so stunning. The only brand that I would actually buy a mini lip tint from, because the packaging allows you to get all of the stain out of the container, which that's a separate video, but their miniature stains, they actually have shades that they don't have in the full-size product. So I don't know why they do that. I wish that they would make some of these shades that are only available in the miniatures in the full size. They don't, but I wish they would. But I would also highly recommend, if you're traveling and you need a lip stain, to check out the minis as well. This is good product design, and also it's just so fucking chic looking. So with gloss stains, you can wear them a couple of different ways. My favorite way to wear them are in a lip combo. I'm predominantly using these to get a stain on the lip, which I then go over top with a lipstick, metallic lip thing. I don't know. I just create all different types of combos with the lip stain that comes from this gloss. You can wear it as a gloss unto itself. It's stunning, like beautiful, super comfortable formula. There is a fragrance. It is like, you know, take it or leave it. I don't mind it. Because I have such a positive association to this product, I don't mind the fragrance whatsoever. I love it. I just feel like it just reinforces this like positive relationship that I have with it. So Every time that thing hits and I get that scent, I love it. I'm like, I'm wearing my favorite product. I love it so much. You can wear it as a gloss, or you can blot it and then wear it like a stain, which is what I love to do. And if you want to see how I do my indestructible lip combo, I did a video like a week or two back. I'll put it in the cards here. I want to get more shades. My two favorite shades that I wear the most are Ave Maria and Pax Romana. These are kind of more in the cool tone mauve range. I'm just obsessed. I love them. You can find these in the TikTok showcase on Amazon and YesStyle, amongst maybe a couple of other retailers, but I do have a code with YesStyle, and YesStyle tends to have the best prices I've found outside of Amazon. So if you're looking to do like a little K-beauty haul, use my code YesDara15 for I think 5, 10, or 15% off. I forget. You'll find out once you punch that in on the YesStyle website. This next product took me entirely by surprise as a favorite, because I was really thinking and meditating on this, like, what truly has been my favorite. Oh my god, I'm so shocked that these made it on here. These are the Sachu lip liner stains, and I purchased this like trio because it was like their best sellers and it was a discount for a bundle or whatever. These totally took me by surprise in the lip stain category. I didn't really like these when I first tried them on, but I think again that was mostly due to like user error, and not even user error, but like user interface integration. So I was just getting into this as a lip liner stain for the first time ever. I had not used any other product like this until I tried them for the first time. There was a little bit of a learning curve with these, but now that I finally have it dialed in, I'm obsessed. It's what I've been looking for my whole life, because I love a lip combo, but my least favorite thing about wearing a lip combo is when you go in with most conventional lip liners, they're not long wearing. And if you put a gloss over top it, it all smooshes together, it blurs the whole concept, and the whole thing just gets lost and gets like messy looking, which I detest. I'm like, how can I achieve two clearly definable layers that are separate from each other and that will last a while? And this is how you do it, baby. Oh, this again is in the indestructible lip combo video that I was talking about. My favorite shade out of this bundle is Mauve. It's a beautiful kind of like nude tone mauve shade. Then we have Pinked, which is like slightly more reddish pink, and Hazel, which is slightly more on like the grayish brown side. I don't recommend using this all over the lip though, because it does look patchy, and it's a very unpleasant experience to try peel it all off the lip. I mean, if you have the patience for that, by all means, because these are so long wearing. If you need a stain that's really gonna last you like super duper all day and is very pigmented, like, have at it. But I recommend using this more so as a lip liner than an all over lip application. This has quickly become my everyday favorite, especially for a lip combo. Next up, I'm gonna talk about lipsticks, which is gonna be so fucking difficult to narrow down because oh my god, there's just so many good lip products this year, but by far the product that I wore the most were Frost matte metallic lipsticks. Girl, oh my god. Okay, here's one of my favorites. This is from a brand called Maki Yika. This is a matte metallic liquid lipstick formula, so they dry down and they don't budge. My other favorite thing about wearing a matte metallic specifically is that once they do get dry, which they inevitably will because it's a matte formula, you can revitalize it with a chapstick, and they're so beautiful. The shades in this particular line are really pretty. They're mostly pink and mauve shades, which are my favorite. My favorite shade that I tried from Maki Yika this year was Love Story. I mean, oh bitch. It's so beautiful. These retail for like $10 on Amazon. Huge fan. And they have some weird colors in there too. I think they saw like a blue, a bright blue, and a green, maybe, if I'm remembering correctly. Anyways, really pretty shades. And this shade I got recently is Sweet Sugar, like that classic 90s bimbo champagne pink. Oh my god, so pretty. And another from the matte metallic liquid lipstick formula. These are from Folklore. I have a bunch of colors from them too, but I went for these a lot throughout the year. Another nice bimbo-y pink. This one is slightly more cool toned. This one is Young Lust, and this one is Candy Castle. It has a really beautiful lavender pearl in it too, so you get a warm and a cool effect with it. It's just so pretty. But yeah, this year was the year of like the bimbo 90s metallic lip frost dream. Oh, yep. And then another favorites in the lip products category, we have the Kiko Milano Unlimited Double Touch Long Wear Liquid Lipstick. You can tell I really like long wearing lip products because it's so embarrassing when you're out, maybe having a coffee with someone, and you can sense that your lip combo is like getting fucked up in the process, and you don't want to be rude and whip out a mirror and fix it up face to face with the person there. So for me, long wearing lipstick products when I'm going out, when I'm having meetings, anytime I'm going out to eat with other people, like long wearing lipstick products are my favorite thing for that, because I don't have to worry too much about like touching them up in the moment. I also like to wear these over the Indestructible Lip Combo, because guess what happens? If these wear off, which is actually very difficult, but say you've been wearing it for like 5 hours already, if you have this over your Indestructible Lip Combo, it's just very gently fading off, and then beneath that you have a wash of another color, and it just looks put together. You don't look messy and crazy. These are very much like the Maybelline Superstay Vinyl Inks. They claim a 16-hour wear with these. I have worn them for like 10 hours and they looked beautiful at the end of the day. However, you have to adjust your expectations a little bit with these. It's not it's not going to look seamlessly beautiful the entire time, especially if you've been eating, drinking, talking, doing things. They are a gloss formula though. So once you lay down the liquid lipstick color here, you then seal it off with the gloss over top. So if you don't like a lip gloss, I don't recommend these. However, if you do and you like a long wearing lip gloss, stunning. They're transfer proof, at least the color is. I mean, obviously, if you take a sip of water, you're gonna see some of the gloss on the glass, but not the color. My favorite shade that I wore and purchased over and over again was Antique Brass, just this really super stunning neutral beige color. Fucking gorgeous. And I love this as well. This is newer to my collection. I got this around Christmas time, or like a month or so before Christmas. Beautiful, like 90s brown. I have a swatch and review video of this if you want to see this, as well as I think I tried on every shade in individual videos. They're all in my profile. But yeah, long wearing liquid lipstick lip gloss formula that just looks so beautiful, and the shade range is stunning too. They're all, again, really classy neutral shades, nothing garish. Even the more like coral colors, so pretty. Another metallic lipstick formula, except this is a cream formulation and it's extremely comfortable. So if you're not a fan of a metallic liquid lipstick, highly recommend checking out the Ulac Metallic Shine lipsticks. Very comfortable formula. This is very much like the Revlon Super Lustrous Pearl lipsticks, except there's just a little bit more pearl in it. Really pretty for when I just want a comfortable, shiny, metallic finish and nothing too mattifying. I love to throw this, you guessed it, over the Indestructible Lip Combo 2. So beautiful. This shade is called Baby Angel. And of course, the Revlon Super Lustrous Pearl Lipsticks. I love every shade, okay? Like pretty much it's a seasonal thing depending on what I'm going through. So right now, my two favorite shades are Caramel Glacé, beautiful, cool tone, neutral beige with a white pearl over top, so chic, and Smoky Rose. So beautiful. I have most of the shades from the Pearl line. I just love these, and you can see that it has slightly less pearl than the Oolong, but let me tell you, when you put this on, it is the most sophisticated color range and pearl amount. So you're not getting like this crazy frost finish. It's just subtly pearly, so elegant, so chic, so editorial, but wearable. I started my whole YouTube, TikTok, whatever journey with these lipsticks because I had a bunch of them and I was like, I want to review these and share them with people, and it like exploded. So I was like, okay, I have something here, let's talk about makeup. I'm gonna talk about these until the day I die. The Revlon Super Lustrous Pearl lipsticks are like elite in the world of lipsticks. Nothing rivals them in my opinion. If you've yet to try the Super Lustrous Pearl lipsticks, like, you've been missing out. I'm sorry to leave you out of this party, but girl, get in. We want you in the party. And they have like 100 or more shades. It's crazy. Buckle up for the second half of this because now we're going to get into eyeshadows. You know her, you love her. This is the Makeup Revolution Maxi Reloaded Large It Up palette. I think there's 45 shades. There's 45 shades in this palette. When I first bought this palette, I saw the colorway and I was like, that is my dream palette. I mean, look, hello, look at this whole thing that's happening here. Look at this whole color palette that's happening here. This is me in a palette. The most beautiful neutral colors of my dreams. And I do feel like this palette is very much one and done in and of itself. If I needed to, I could get a whole look out of this one palette because we have whites, grays, and blacks, and then we have a bunch of pigments in between. No saturated garish colors. Everything is neutral. You get mattes and shimmers in this, and all of the shimmers have different finishes. Some of them are more pearly, some of them are slightly sparkly. So there is a range of finishes and formulas in this palette, and I just have used this probably the most throughout the year. Now we have the Beauty Bay Neutral 42 palette. This is another favorite. I apparently really like huge palettes because when I'm traveling, I know that I can just grab one or two. I have traveled with these two palettes only, and that's all I needed. Like, yes, I'm gonna miss out on some shades from other palettes that I love very much, but I feel like between these two, you get everything you need and more, basically, to make any kind of look that you want. Of course, minus like super saturated, vibrant neon shades. Obviously, these are more in the neutral and smoky realm, which is personal preference. They do have neon palettes if neutrals or smokies aren't your thing and you prefer more neons and all that type of jazz. They have also very rich, deep colors for deeper skin tones, which is really lovely. They also create these palettes in slightly smaller formats as well. I think like half the size, like in 20 shades, and then 16, and then like a 9 shade palette as well. So if 42 shades is too big for you, You can get distilled versions in smaller sizes of both of these, and I think in every colorway that they do. In all of these palettes, it comes with mattes, shimmers, pearls, like a range of finishes, and they're all just seriously chef's kiss. And these palettes too are extremely affordable. I think I paid like $25. They're always running sales. The original retail price is like $35, which even still for 45 shades is so crazy affordable. The quality and the color range is just honestly unbeatable outside of my Maxi Reloaded Large It Up palette. Jeffree Star's Orgy palette. Look at that. All mattes. So beautiful. So beautiful. So editorial. Every shade, cool, neutral, warm, is in here. I especially love these weird off-white shades. Oh my god, Jeffree Star. True artist with this color palette. I love it so much. Well, my little light gave out and I don't want to film without it, so I'll be back for part 2. It's another day. I'm gonna compile with as much brevity as possible the rest of my favorite items for this video, and if I can't do it, then there will be a part 2. Something I don't talk about a lot on this channel are press-on nails, but oh my god. 2 brands that I've really enjoyed this year are the Olive and June and the V Salon. Both are very affordable options. These are the easiest press-ons that I've used. I know that sounds kind of silly, but I used to really like a lot the Glamnetic press-on nails, but I found that, was it the price point that was kind of deterring me? I don't know. For whatever reason, I just needed to go for more budget options, and I was also looking for nails that had this kind of beautiful iridescent cat eye chrome-like finish to them, and that's what all of these have, which I found that not a lot of Glamnetic nails have. However, I really like the sturdiness and the length options on the Glamnetic nails, which these are in that same category. They're basically both short to medium size almond and rounded tips. These 2 brands have been my absolute favorite throughout 2025. I actually don't like the glue that comes with these. I find that they're a little bit too strong. I know that sounds a little bit crazy, but too strong in that they were more difficult to remove. I do love the Glamnetic glue and the Glamnetic, there's like a removal serum thing that I also love that's by Glamnetic, so I just use those with these nails. Same deal, really like just a perfect combination. If you want to see how I apply press-on nails to get the longest life out of them, feel free to leave me a message in the comments letting me know if you want to see that, because otherwise, you know, I'm not gonna bother, basically. Another thing I don't talk about often because it's kind of like most people have their sponges that they like, yada yada, but I found a brand that is, I believe, silicone free. Not that that's a specificity I needed in particular, but that's what they specify, silicone free or latex free, I forget. Again, everything will be linked, you can check it out. This like 6-pack of sponges, really good, very affordable, very long lasting, better lasting than other makeup sponges that I've used, and quite frankly is like basically the same thing as a beauty blender, but like a fraction of the price, like a 1/5 or a 1/10. You get 6 for like $6. And personally, I think that's how much a sponge should cost. I know that Beauty Blender was the like original, and everyone since is now a dupe. Also very easy to clean and doesn't rip as easily, I found, as other makeup sponges. Another thing I don't talk about often are these beautiful Jessup eyeshadow brushes. I have a lot of mismatched random, like I pick up brushes whenever I feel like I need one, but Jessup sent me their makeup brush set. It's a 14-piece set and they are stunning. I've been using these for about a year now, and They perform so beautifully. It's very affordable, high quality product, and I really love especially the very thin design of this what do you call it, wand. So when you're holding it, for me, it conveys more precision because of how lightweight, and you get this beautiful pointed tip. It's not like this big chunky funky thing to hold. It just, I personally feel like this offers a lot of precision. I like to kind of rest it in that part of my hand. Also very easy to hold at the end of the brush, so when you're doing like very fine feathering work, it's just a very beautiful and affordable makeup brush set. So if you're kind of like looking for new brushes, this particular set that I have is called Soft Gray, and I do believe that they are still selling this exact set. I will link that below for you. Here are some of the larger brushes in that set. I use these every day for like every makeup application basically. Like pretty much exclusively used the largest one for powdering. These two I love for blush. This one I've used a lot for highlighting, really beautiful shape. And the rest are eyeshadow brushes, and then one of them, very cool, is dual-ended, so you get this beautiful flat packing brush, and you get this beautiful precise flat end. This is really gorgeous for making very fine lines. Love, love, love this dual-ended brush. I don't usually go for dual-ended brushes, but really, really love this one. I've been really, really thrilled with how this set has performed, and I use these brushes every day and have enjoyed them thoroughly. Super soft, vegan, cruelty-free, synthetic bristles that perform beautifully. Just realized I wasn't even holding some of the other brushes, so that wasn't even all of them. This one, love this for contouring, blushing, highlighting. Love the dome, the kind of more elongated dome shape on most of these brushes. Really beautiful, allows you to get a really nice fine pinpoint application, or you can use the side for getting a broader stroke. Love that. Have loved this brush for under the eye and like fine detail work. Beautiful, amazing angled brush here. So good. The same width as that other one, but with an angle to it. And this little mini dude I use for contouring my nose. Pretty much this is my nose contour brush. I love it so much. I feel like it just adds the perfect amount of width and precision that I need for my nose specifically. But this would be a really beautiful detail brush for the rest of the face as well, for eyeshadow. Next we have eyelashes, and my favorite lashes that I've used this year for the top lash are the Ardell Demi Wispies. These are the old school Demi Wispy lashes, and I cut them basically just slightly larger than half, and I usually put them in the center of the pupil out so I get a more elongated cat eye look with this. You of course can cut them into little sections. You can use the whole strip as it is. It's very versatile product because as you can see, you get small and then it fans out to a larger little clusters of wispies there. So really love this, and they do sell these in various sizes if you want to save money and you buy multiple, like a 6, 8, 10, 12 pack. They sell them in larger packs as well, so love that they give you all of those purchasing options. But this has kind of been my everyday go-to lash. The Kaleidos eyeshadow quads, these are so stunning. You guys, I kind of feel like what I've discovered throughout this whole video is that I think Kaleidos might be one of my top favorite brands, like for sure top 3. It's difficult to give a number 1 spot to anyone in particular, but damn, like Kaleidos products, I realized as I was doing this, holy shit, these products are so stellar, so high quality, and these eyeshadow quads are just so beautiful. I have barely dipped into this one, which is a crime because I mean, this is like these are my shades, why haven't I? Looks like I've done probably like one look with this palette. Definitely need to do one. It's really hard when I'm constantly receiving product and needing to test things all the time, so definitely going to be doing a look with this coming up soon. The attention to details on the packaging, again, is so beautiful. Everything is fabric wrapped. This one is like a weird crushed velvet with this chrome gunmetal hardware inscription on it. So beautiful. This one has lace. This is their Night Jasmine, I think. I think some of the labels fell off on these, but pretty sure this is the Black Jasmine palette. Stunning cool tone gray and black. Beautiful. I use this one a lot. This is the Venus Trap. Love this neutral, beautiful gray with the soft pink, and then this duochrome kind of mauve of undertone. The sparkle payoff on these is crazy. Let me just give you a little taste. Beautiful dusty lavender undertone, and then this crazy chrome sparkle on top. Let me see if I can get that to focus. Every sparkle shade in these quads is like that, just very highly pigmented, like super high payoff. Really love for an intense look. This is one of the most beautiful. You know I love lavenders, and this is one of my favorite lavender palettes. Like, what? Oh, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. This one is the Glowing Iris palette. Show you the shimmer shade from the Twilight Rush palette. I love that they love lavender so much too. I think that's actually kind of like their signature brand color. So, I mean, they're talking to the right audience here. This one's a beautiful duochrome shift. It's got like a beautiful purpley mauve into a gold. I think I'm gonna need to combine all of these three actually in a look. And if you're a neutral, smoky eye kind of gal, this is a really beautiful everyday palette. So yeah, huge fan of these quads. I love them. I've used them a lot, but not nearly enough. We're going to do skincare in a completely separate video because this one has gotten far too long. It's been very difficult to edit down my favorites because there are so many, and to leave so many products out as well feels like kind of a crime. There's so many more that I haven't mentioned, but these are, I think, this is like the most quintessential, the things that I grab every day, the things that I reuse over and over again, and what I go for when I don't know what to do. It's like when you really love something, you want to use it all the time, you want to wear it all the time. So these products are that for me, and this was no exception. I rarely ever talk about perfume. I have a good couple of handfuls of fragrances that I love and wear on rotation when I'm feeling like wearing fragrances, but this caught me off guard. This is from a company called Future Society. They have several renowned perfumers on board, and they have a very fun concept behind the brand, which is, if I'm remembering correctly, it's been a while since I've looked, they are evoking the sense of extinct flowers, which for me as a florist and someone who is very plant obsessed is a wildly satisfying concept. They sent me this sample. I hadn't smelled it. I just did a quiz on their website. They kind of ask you some questions and then make recommendations to you. So I took the quiz. This is the scent that they sent me. This one is Solar Canopy. It's a beautiful, super juicy citrus perfume with, I think, pink pepper, bergamot, like a brown sugar. So to say that I like this is an understatement. I blew through this in a year, which is unheard of against all of my other perfumes that I have. I've had some single bottle perfumes that I've not repurchased for a decade, fragrances that I love, but I just wear them at specific times, specific occasions. This one though, I wanted to wear every single day, nearly addictive scent. Like, even just smelling it now, my mouth is salivating. If you like a citrus scent, oh my God. This is so enlivening, especially in kind of like the winter months. This also reminds me of a trip that I took to Palm Springs with one of my best friends, probably about a decade ago. And we drank citrus vodka cocktails all week. We picked citrus on the grove that her grandparents were living in, and there were so many varieties of citrus on that property. There were Meyer lemons, grapefruits, kumquats, oranges, several different varieties of oranges, regular lemons. I mean, like, to say I'm a citrus fan is a bit of an understatement. I really truly love citrus, and I especially love wearing citrus. It's very brightening and joy inducing for someone who tends to be kind of on the, like, I would say more sad spectrum of things. I also got a bunch of different samples that they sent in smaller bottles, and I really loved this rosy oud scent. Super, super stunning. So if you're looking to check out a new perfume company, highly recommend this. I adore the concept of, again, evoking extinct plants and flower scents. So genius. And the cool thing about this company too is that if they're still doing it, again, it's been a while since I've looked at their website, but at the time they had a sample set that you could buy to smell all of them, and it was very affordable, like $35 or something, to get kind of like, to get a sampling of everything that they're selling. And yeah, but to have received a perfume that I had never smelled before, not even a sample, and to be so obsessed with it, I was like wildly impressed by that. You know, fragrance is a very particular thing, to love something just blindly is very cool. This was by far one of my top favorite things of this year. I'm definitely going to be repurchasing this fragrance. I think that concludes our 2025 favorites review. I hope that you found some new things in every category that you feel inspired to check out. I'm actually very excited to talk in a separate video about skincare favorites. It's something that I haven't delved into on this channel, but I think a lot of you might really, really enjoy hearing. So if you want to hear about skincare favorites, please let me know in the comments. I know for a lot of you who watch consistently, thank you so much for being here. Would love to hear what you are wanting to see from me. What you want me to talk about? Basically, I'm happy to delve into different realms that I haven't talked about, and also happy to talk about personal stuff too. Something that I was kind of meditating on over the holidays with kind of grieving the death of my mom and being confronted with very difficult feelings. I thought to myself, over the past 5-6 years, I've gone through a lot. And I don't say that lightly. I have gone through a lot, and I think that I might have some insightful words to share about mental health, about personal health. So if you want to hear from me about those particular types of topics, I'd be so glad to talk about that with you. But some people get weird, like, this is a makeup channel, and some people are like, I don't want to hear about that. I'm turning 41 in March, which is, I really thought I would be dead by now. That's how chaotic my life has been. But I'm turning 41 in March, and I feel like I've transformed so many times in my life. This is not what I looked like at 18. In fact, I looked a 180. If you can imagine what a 180 to this is, total mess, total stoner burnout, pothead, like loser, basically. I didn't have any ambition. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I was following the path of flowers because that's what I knew to do. But I was lost and I was cooked. I was constantly self-medicating, and my life was chaotic. I was an emotional wreck. My life has been so difficult, and to be at the age of 40 where I feel like I'm just finally now, these last like 2 to 3, 5 years feel like I'm like growing up and normalizing, and everything that I've had to do to get here has been an incredible journey. So I have a lot of insight to share. If that is something that you would like to hear about, mental health, health in general, fitness practices, my skincare routines, any of that stuff, I'd be happy to share it with you. But I want to take a temperature first. So if you do want to hear about that, let me know in the comments. If you stuck through this, however long this video ends up being, thank you so much for sticking through with the entire video. It has been really fun looking back on all of the things that I loved throughout the year and to realize how much I actually really love Kaleidos. I didn't expect it, but I would have actually included their Cloud Lab lip clays, but I didn't wear those a ton. I love them, love the formula, but it's not something I wore a ton throughout the year, but very surprised that that ended up being, I think, probably my favorite brand of the year. So yeah, this was super fun. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you found some new things that you love and that will inspire you on your daily makeup routines. Let me know what items spoke to you the most in the comments. What things have you already tried? What are you looking forward to trying? Again, everything that I showed you today will be in a shoppable post in my Shop My, which you can find in the description box, the comments, or my link tree in bio. Thank you so much for shopping my links as well. It does help this while I'm growing this channel. Thanks so much for watching, and ciao for now.